Hey, with today's daily sprint, we're talking about increasing purpose, passion, and meaning. And if you recall, yesterday we talked about, embracing emotional pain. Like we talked about, we tend to embrace physical pain, like working out, because we know that there's some type of benefit. And then we talked about the importance of looking at emotional pain that way as well. But let's dive a little bit deeper into that. Because emotional pain is tough. Come on, losing a family member, or getting sued, or anxiety, depression. How do we get through these things? So I want to lay out 3 ways that can help us somewhat embrace our emotional pains, but then also grow through them. Kind of like if we could just have some light at the end of the tunnel, because we embrace the physical pain of working out because we know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So how do we embrace these emotional pains? Number 1 is to get around other people who have already overcome those emotional pains. They're going to celebrate you. They're going to make it okay for you to talk about these emotional pains, but they're also not going to let you use them as an excuse to not move forward because they've already busted free from them. So finding those people, it's going to be like a beacon of light for you. It's going to open up hope and possibility. Like, wow, I can get through this because this group of people have gotten through this. Number 2, setbacks are often set-ups. I remember the first time, it was probably 15 years ago, the first time I had to go to court for a contract case. I was so nervous. I couldn't speak, and I'm like, I was afraid we'd lose, all these things. And yeah, it was not pleasant. But then one unpleasant experience led to 2, and now it's very, very simple. So those setbacks were actually set-ups for later on in life. And that's often the case with the setback that you're going through. You're going to learn a lesson. You're not going to make the same mistake twice. It's giving you experience. A lot of times our setbacks are giving us experience so that we're more mentally resilient, more mentally tough for the next time it happens. This happens a lot with haters. A lot of people stop growing their business because they get haters. Where if they just persevere, you're never going to love hate. No one does. However, you'll be able to deal with it better and better and better. So that is super experience. Also, lastly, number 3 is sometimes your setbacks, say like in the death of a family member or something along those lines, are an opportunity for you to go through the stages of grief, but then share your story with another human being. Share it with someone else. Kind of like I said at the beginning, you want to get around people that have overcome that. That way you become that person. You become that person that someone else who you may not even met yet needs to be around so that they can get through their grief, so they can get through their emotional pain. So somewhere along the lines, you might be creating a story that's going to help another human being. Love to know your comments on this. If you're going through any pains, definitely praying for you. And let me know what you thought of today's daily sprint in the comments. Have a great growth-driven rest of your day.